Gurmagat Cahirlook, Agus Gorgeous Slat. Cahirlook, it's a great day for you, great day for your family. Without doubt, you are the best known senator in Ireland, and I'm delighted you were never on my panel.
Can I just interrupt you there and thank you for the praise, but let's be honest, David Norris, Michael McDougall, there's a few more, there's definitely a longer list ahead of that, but thanks anyway.
Look, I'm delighted that the work I started in October 2014 has come to fruition. When I ran for the by-election in 2014 to fill a seat in this House, I brought together Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael to elect me, and I'm delighted that that has grown to what we have today and that we've managed to get a government out of it. Sadly, we didn't have Greens in the House at that time. If we did, I probably would have brought them in on the act as well. Look, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and our frontline workers have been lauded by many people, and it's only right that they would be. And it was particularly brought home the dangers the frontline people placed themselves in on a daily basis when Detective Garda Colm Horkin was shot and killed in Roscommon. And I think this House today should pay tribute to Garda Horkin and his family. The funeral was an extremely sad occasion, and indeed we're very lucky that we didn't have more Gardaí killed on that night. I also think, and I'd agree with the last speaker, we should be recognising the pain and hurt that families are feeling who lost loved ones and were unable to mourn them in the way that we normally would. I'd like to offer my congratulations straight out to Eileen Flynn, who ran on the Labour panel and came very close. And I'm delighted that she has been appointed to this Senate by An Taoiseach. Look, I'd be less than true to myself and the principles which brought me to the Seanad if I didn't mention the 11 nominees to the Seanad made by An Taoiseach. I believe that untold damage has been done to North-South and USA-UK relationships. The failure of this government to appoint a member of the Unionist community and a senator from the diaspora will have far-reaching consequences over time. I was actually against the appointment of Billy Lawless when it was made, and when I saw the work that he did and the bridges he built, I believe that a grave error has been made in not having a senator for the diaspora. It need not necessarily have been Billy. At this stage, I want to pay tribute to my former colleague Ian Marshall and Billy Lawless. Ian had shown himself to be a mild-mannered, easygoing representative from the Unionist community. He could work across community and build bridges. Indeed, it was interesting to see the Sinn Féin reaction to the fact that he wasn't called back. Deeply respected by Sinn Féin, and I deeply respect Sinn Féin for expressing their dismay over the weekend. Billy Lawless, on the other hand, an amazing man with an amazing attendance record in this Senate for a man who had to travel from Chicago. And I think he will be sadly lost. It would seem that when appointing the 11, the Taoiseach and his bedfellows favoured political loyalists at the expense of the marginalised. The appointment only goes to prove that political parties still see the Seanad as a resting place for those waiting to return to the Dáil or those who need to be blooded before they go there. The people of Ireland voted in a referendum to retain this House. There is so much good that we could be doing in having legislation scrutinised, European legislation scrutinised, and various other public committees, which I hope you will support over time, Cathaoirleach. The Taoiseach's 11 could do so much to represent the marginalised in this country. There was already a major majority here on the government side. Was it beyond the capability of politics in this country to see the need to give the marginalised in this country somebody you, Cathaoirleach, have shown your commitment to, particularly in the bill you brought with respect to sign language? Would it have been so terrible to have a few people here who could have spoken up for the marginalised? We had people like Colette Kelleher in the last Senate. We had people, for example, the bill brought forward by Senator O'Cagey with respect to perjury. These people have shown that they make a huge contribution to Irish society if they get the opportunity. But it would appear party over people saw the day when it came to nominating senators. Cathaoirleach, the people of Ireland voted to retain this House. They deserve an awful lot better than what they have got. If we can't reform this House, as a group of students said to me recently, if you can't reform it, it will die. I don't want this House to die, and I believe all of the senators in this House have a serious contribution to make as we go forward over the next few years. But by God, we have got to answer what was underlying the referendum in 2013, and that referendum called for reform. I'm not going to draw attention to the Leader of the House, who I want to congratulate today. Her position at that time, it was a position I'm sure appointed, but I hope that she will work with us that want to see reform, to reform this House and to make it more relevant to the 21st century. Again, Cathaoirleach, I congratulate you. I look forward to working with you over the next 12 months and maybe a little bit longer. But thank you very much for the time. Thank you, Cathaoirleach.
Thank you.